Welcome to Real at Midnight, a podcast where we uncork and unwind. I'm Jessica.
I'm Pahua.
And I'm Gao. Hey everyone, welcome to our final episode of season 1.
Woo! We are here.
Yeah, we made it.
Yes.
So for today's episode, we are going to do our Q&A like we've talked about the past couple of weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
And we got an overwhelming number of responses, I think about 70 questions.
Yeah.
So we'll try our best to go through all of the questions today in the time, within the time that we have.
Yeah.
But to kick things off, today we are drinking this wine called Seven Deadly Cab, and it's a Cabernet Sauvignon. Is that how you say it?
I think.
Okay. I wish I was more literate with my wine stuff, but I guess over time.
Let's cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Boa, do you want to start or Jessica?
Yeah. Just before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who submitted their questions.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
We would not have this episode if you guys didn't submit them. I know we had
Mhm.
talked about how nervous we were about doing a Q&A episode because if nobody submits questions, then we wouldn't have this episode. It would be a total flop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We were really nervous that was going to happen, but thank you for submitting all these questions. We are super excited to go through them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to
Should
go?
you start? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can start.
Sorry.
Or didn't you have your question? Let's start.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Mhm. Do you guys always hang out before/after recording? Yes and no. I think there's been a couple times where we just recorded and then we left. But then most of the times we do hang out
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
afterwards
99% of
Yeah.
the time, we
Yeah.
hang out afterwards.
just to celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Relax.
Yeah.
Kind of just, I don't know, end the week, our work
Mhm.
week, because usually we record on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And Friday nights, like, have fun, party night.
Right. It's like you've had a long week, so now it's time to.
Let loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But we've definitely had recordings where we just sit, record. Okay, we're done. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's usually when, like we have plans for the day or if it's on a Sunday, it's like, well, we at work the next morning, so we're not
Mhm.
going to be partying or hanging out.
Mhm.
on a
Yeah,
Sunday night.
exactly. I think that was
So-
like earlier in the season when we did our virtual recordings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot we did virtual recordings.
I know.
That felt so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does.
exactly.
Like virtual recording. Did we ever do that? Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that our final season we are doing a video recording, which is
Oh,
different
yeah.
from
Yes.
what we've done previously this season. And
Mhm.
so take this as a sneak peek for what's to come in season 2.
Yes.
So
Hopefully, this is the first time seeing our set on video. I guess
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
there's been pictures. But
Yeah, besides
Mhm.
pictures or like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
This is
Mhm.
going to be the first video with
Mhm.
this setup.
Let us know how you like our set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know how you like our video. Like constructive criticism is always
Appreciate it.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Next
Okay.
question.
Paul, you can go
Yeah,
next.
I can go.
Okay.
Okay. This one says, if there was a zombie apocalypse, where would your hideout be and why? And this question was submitted by Skits.
Shout out to Skits.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, thanks for submitting this question and many others.
Yes.
Mhm.
Shoot, I feel like I've thought about this before. Because I would want to be in a place that has food, so a grocery store.
Yep.
But at the same time, I want to be in a place that has tools, for protection to fight zombies. If
Tools or weapons?
tools, weapons,
Whatever can be used as a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
and so
Tools like you're about to fix a car or something. I get it.
You can hit someone with a
Yeah.
wrench.
yeah, that's a murder weapon. Has been, right? True
yeah.
crime. I think I would. I want to say Menards,
Yeah.
right? Menards has
Yeah.
Menards has food.
lots of
Tools.
tools,
Water.
weapons. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the only downside is that it's so big
Exactly.
that I would not be able to manage the whole store and make sure that all the entrances are blocked.
And you'll
that-
be with other people too, because I'm sure.
Or is it just
Yeah.
gonna be you and TK?
I don't know. I mean, I hope there's other
I
people
don't
in
know,
there.
like not ideal zombie apocalypse, but a zombie apocalypse. I feel like people will be rushing to the stores,
yeah.
like the super stores where they have
Mhm.
everything.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I think I'm gonna stick with the the Menards.
Yeah.
Menards or Fleet Farm.
Yeah.
Fleet Farm would be a good one too.
Yeah.
But that's bigger. What about you two?
Yeah, my first initial thought was a grocery store, but then when I thought about it again, my mom's house popped up in my head because she always has food over there. So I know that if I were to be there during zombie apocalypse, that I will have food,
Mhm.
enough food, like in the freezer, in the pantry, wherever it might be.
Yeah.
But then when you said tools and stuff like that, like when I think about grocery store, they don't have that kind of stuff. So like I will only have food and really nothing else. So if I had to go to a store, it'll be like a super store, like a super Target.
Oh, yeah, like a super Walmart. Like
yeah,
one of those.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is an easy question for me, just because I'm probably gonna die like way early, so I don't need to worry about all of that.
So you're saying you won't let me get there?
I don't
that you'll
know.
just
maybe-
die?
Make it to any place.
Yeah, I might just like die in front of my house or something, trying to escape. But anyways,
But let's say you don't die that
yeah,
easy.
let's say I am very equipped.
Yeah.
I would probably say I wanna like go out to the, I don't know, is it rural? No, not rural. Like probably like in the farmland area.
Oh, the rural area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so like I'm away from everyone. Probably if it's like a farmhouse, then hopefully it has like animals there. I don't know, but maybe somewhere like that's away from people that would attract less attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then before I go there, I would probably have to like pick up some food and like, some.
Because that's so
Weapon.
far out. You know,
Yeah.
and there's probably not a lot of
Yeah.
places to get tools, weapons,
Mhm.
food.
Right.
Yeah, but I just don't want to be stuck in like a highway or something trying to.
You might.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Might not
People
even
are
make
trying
it
to
out
leave.
there.
Yeah. I might just go by foot or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to do the next one?
Yeah.
This question says, "What is the role you play in the family?" Submitted by Skits. This is an interesting question. What is the role you play in the family?
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, me too. I'm a family member. I play that role. I don't know.
I play the daughter role.
The daughter, the aunt, the sister, the daughter-in-law. Too many roles.
yeah.
Yeah, you always have a different role, whoever you're,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I understand this question. I believe that I am the daughter that's trying to like kind of like break out of this typical daughter role. I don't know. I'm always like trying to bring in new ideas or like try to incorporate new things that aren't usually seen as normal in the Hmong traditional ways. For example, I come from a daughter of like I'm come from my daughter. I come from a family with like daughters, so we have no brothers, and I think my parents are kind of like worried about what they'll do when they're like older, and like we don't have a brother for them to like go and live with. So I'm like, just come and live with me. Like, what does that have to do with like? I don't see any issue in you living with me just because I'm a daughter. But yeah, I don't know. I always tell my parents to just come live with me. Like, I don't care about all these Mongol traditions. Like, I'm your daughter. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pardon my English. I mean, language. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I think that's how I interpret the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think now that you kind of talk about your role, I feel like things are starting to click in my head.
Mhm.
Like, I think I see my role as, because I'm the second oldest, the oldest daughter,
Mhm.
as like a role model to my younger siblings. And I think I'm kind of, I don't know if I would call this a role, but like the parent pleaser in the family. You know, like there's always a kid or one of them where like the parents rely on the most.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry, brothers and sisters.
You're the favorite daughter.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say here. So I feel like that's kind of my role where my parents can always just call me or message me asking like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? And then I'll just be quick to respond to them. And like, if they want me to do something, then I'm more likely to do it compared to maybe like my siblings.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I think that's kind of my role in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that you say that, I feel like I'm very similar to you too, like the responsible one, the one that like my parents will always call to for help, even though I don't live with them anymore. And I also feel like I'm in that role model role too, just because I'm the oldest of 7 kids. And so I feel like sometimes I'm like not sometimes, I am the older sister. Like you have to really play that role.
Mhm.
And I guess that's the role I am in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't relate because I'm not the oldest daughter.
Yeah, you're the middle.
Yeah, the
I
middle
am.
child.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
next question.
Mhm.
Jessica, here
Oh,
you
it's
go.
me already.
Yeah, I think I wait, right?
Yeah, I did a zombie
Oh, yeah.
apocalypse one.
Okay.
Did you do it? The roll one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
What is something someone has said to you that has stuck with you forever, good or bad? And
What was that?
because what I'm gonna say is like, I don't know, whatever. I'll just say it.
Oh, okay.
When I was talking, I know. Oh wait, okay. There's before I was married to Tujer. I was talking to this guy, and he was like, there was like whenever I look at you, like there's something that always stand out, but I can't like pinpoint what it is. But I think I know now. I think it's your eyes, like just the way like it, like you just have such beautiful eyes. And I'm like, oh wow, like no one has ever said that to me. So I think that just stuck with me just because no one has said that to me before, but I
Mhm.
feel like he was probably like practicing that on me so he could say it to someone else. So I don't know.
Like a pickup line.
Yeah. Or like he actually meant it for someone and he was just practicing on me, you know?
Oh, that's the vibe you
Oh.
got from it?
No, like, well, that's how I'm taking it now just because
Oh.
after everything happened, he was with someone else. Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe he
Maybe
was
at
telling
the
the truth, or
time,
maybe
yeah.
he was just practicing. Yeah. But that
That's
just,
the truth.
but then like now I look at it, I'm like, oh, I do have nice eyes. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah.
I can't think of anything right now.
I feel like the only thing that really pops to my head is what my grandma said to me. She said that it's like just relating to getting married.
Uh-huh.
So like when you marry someone, make sure you like their family.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's something that's always stuck with me. So I think whenever I was talking to boys when I was in the dating world, which feels forever ago, I think I kind of did like the vetting too. You know,
Oh.
I don't know. Did your parents or anyone ever told you that about marriage? Like, make sure you like the family
Yeah.
because you're not marrying just him. You're marrying the whole family
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
because you're gonna live with them. And then that's one thing that just really stuck with me because I think growing up, it's like your role is to get married and have kids, you know. And I feel like that's just been ingrained in my brain.
Mhm.
And so I think when my grandma told me that, I was like, oh shit, like that is true. Because you know, when we in our culture, like you do just live with his family and you kind of become like the caretaker of that family, his
Yeah.
family, right?
Mhm.
And so that's just something that's always stuck with me. Like, okay, I gotta make sure that it's a family that I truly enjoy being around
Mhm.
because I'm gonna be with them.
The rest of your life.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So
It's so scary to think about.
I know.
But yeah, like I've heard that before too, that you have to see if you like their family first and that they also like you.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's like, okay, there's a couple of things because they always say that, but then they're always like, good and Sayan, like you shouldn't be going to their house or
I know.
I
hanging
know.
out
Isn't
with
that so
them.
contradicting?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, what do you want? What do you really want me to do? Right? And then there's also the part where like when you're dating them, you're still an outsider, so you don't really know them either. Like you know them to an extent
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
they're this kind of person, but really when you go into the family and you know them at that level as a family member, then for me personally, I would say that it's very different.
Yeah, I would say the same thing just because when you're like just dating them, you're an outsider, so they kind of want to show like
Gonna impress you.
right,
They-
or like they kind of put this cover out
Mhm.
just so they don't know like if there's any issues in the family. But I think once you're married into the family, you're one of them now, so you get to see like the good and the bad.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The good, the ugly, the
yeah,
bad, everything,
Mhm.
like
mm-hmm.
all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like you can't run just because you're now part of it.
No, you can't run anymore.
Yeah.
You can run.
Yeah, you can.
You can run. You're never stuck.
But no, yeah, I could totally relate because my mom and my grandma would always say that make sure you like their family before you actually go marry them. But then like my mom was pretty strict on us. Like she wouldn't let us go over to our boyfriend's place or anything. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know like how I'm supposed like I don't know anything about their family. How if I can't go over there, then how am I supposed to get to know their family?
Mhm.
And my mom was like, I don't know, I'll talk to their sisters, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
Or sometimes they ask you like, "Hey, lo piña coma," and like you're kind of like,
what does that matter?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't go over there, so how would I know, right?
Yeah.
But I just thought of it like back when I was dating my ex, and I was talking to my aunt, and she was telling me like, you know, this is just your first boyfriend. It's okay to like venture out and date other people and meet other people too. Like, don't be so stuck on the first one
Mm-hmm.
because there are so many other guys out there. And like, I think my ex and I dated for a few years after that. And then when we broke up, and I mean, I wasn't talking to a lot of people after that, but like it just made me realize how important it is to like venture out and meet other people too. And that the first person that you date isn't
It's okay if they're not the one.
yeah, it's okay if they're not the one. And like you get only one experience from that person, whereas you can get other experiences and you can really learn
Mhm.
about like what you like and what you don't like. You're not so like stuck on one thing, one person, one experience.
Yeah. But TK was perfect for Pahua, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, but you saying that reminds me of my aunt. I remember her saying when Tia and I were still dating early on in our relationship, and she's like, "Why do you girls nowadays only date one guy? I remember when your mom and I were back in Thailand, we would date multiple guys, had so many options." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, auntie." She's like, "You don't know if he truly loves you or not. That's why you need to, like date multiple guys so you know
Mhm.
what type of guys are out there and which one is for
Yeah.
you."
Yeah. But I
Mhm.
feel like it's just so different now compared to back then, though, because I feel like people are more exclusive now compared to
Mhm.
back then. Like, it's more of just like, 그것도 다가 쉐이크 보니까
Yeah,
I don't know.
like they
Yeah.
just show up at your doorstep and
Yeah.
start talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like their kind of dating is different from our kind of dating.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like their dating, the goal is, I need to get married right now.
Mhm.
Like that kind of like you reach marriage age, now you need to get married, have kids, and carry on his legacy. Whereas now, like we're dating to do that too. Maybe to some people, something maybe just be in a partnership. Sometimes it's more of like a business.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a business, like, hey, what can this guy do? What can he provide for me? What can I provide for him? You know, like I feel like nowadays we have a lot more thinking that goes behind a relationship, whereas our parents maybe don't or didn't have those kind of thinking or mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think you're next.
Oh, am I? Okay, this question says, why did you choose the college you attended?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about this together.
Yeah. Okay, well, for those of you who don't know, I went to Augsburg College, now Augsburg University. I think
Is it?
Yeah, my class was the last graduating class of Augsburg College. And that was in
Wow.
2017. Yeah, now it's Augsburg University.
Oh, cool.
Why did I choose that college? Well, first off, that wasn't my first choice.
Mhm.
My first choice was St. Thomas, and I got accepted in there, but they didn't give me enough financial aid. It sounds like, well, I'm not willing to take that much loans out
Mhm.
just to go to that school. And like I don't know if I told you guys this, but I applied to multiple colleges. Like I applied to 7 colleges,
Wow.
and I got accepted to all of them. But I was like, oh, you know, smart girl here.
Okay.
No, but that's only because I was in College Possible, and they like wanted us to apply to multiple colleges.
That's
you
why I
know?
didn't understand. Like I had a lot of friends who went to St. Paul schools
Mhm.
and they applied to like 7, 10, 11, 12 colleges. And I'm like,
Why?
I applied to 3 and I was like, my top 3, that's it. Like,
Yeah, I think that's the thing with College Possible. Though. Like they wanted us to have, I think, 1 or 2 that is like where you know you'll get in, like guarantee schools.
Okay.
You know, and then they wanted you to have a couple where maybe you might not get in, one that you might get in, and they wanted you to apply for like I wouldn't want to say like bigger schools, but schools that might be more selective on who they let in, but it's a school that you want to go. So they're like pushing you to apply for more colleges.
I guess to dream and to
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah. And so that's why I applied to 7 colleges.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, well, St. Thomas is not going to be the school for me. And then TK was at the U of M Twin Cities. I was like, oh, you know, like I could go there. I want to go to a big school. I want to have that cheesy moment where we walk on campus together and hold hands, you know. But then I was like, you know, like I don't want to walk in the winter on the big old campus,
Oh yeah.
you know, because I do not like Minnesota winters. And so I was like, you know what about Augsburg? Because I love that Augsburg is so diverse. I know that's one of the things that they publicize, no, not publicize, that they promote. Yes, that's like one of the things that they promote about their college. So I was like, you know, like I like this. I love diversity. I love that it's in Minneapolis. It's not too far from home. I'm from St. Paul. You know, it's not far, but it's also far enough where I could stay on campus because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it was close enough to TK where I could see him, but I didn't have to see him 24/7. Which sounds awful, but I don't know. I don't think I would want to see him 24/7
Mm-hmm.
at that stage of our relationship anyways, because we were still pretty new.
Yeah.
And so that's why I picked Augsburg. I do not regret it at all. I had a great experience there. I met so many awesome people who I'm still friends with. Yeah, I think that's why I picked Augsburg.
Nice.
What about you two?
Well, I went to the U of M and that was my last choice. Like I didn't want to go to the U at all because I didn't like how big the campus was.
Mm-hmm.
So I originally wanted to go to Augsburg, but then my parents didn't want me to go there since it was so expensive. So I didn't even apply. And then
Dang, we could have been friends.
but we're still friends now.
Yeah.
So. I ended up applying to U of M, St. Cloud, and Century because I don't remember why I chose St. Cloud. But I remember touring St. Cloud, and I thought it was like the ugliest school ever.
Mhm.
Oh,
But,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we toured there too, and I was like, oh, I still applied.
Yeah.
Oh.
For some reason, I still applied. I think because like I majored in human resources, and they had a program there too. So I figured like, I don't really know which other college to go to because my parents didn't really want me to go to a private school. And so, and I even considered applying to Metro, but I don't think I did. So then I got accepted to the U of M. I decided to, just go there. I will have many more opportunities for me like later down the road. So yeah, I got accepted like pretty early, and then I paid however much money to secure your spot. Like,
Oh, is it a deposit?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, whatever that is. I don't remember what they call
I don't know
it.
what it's.
I didn't
I
know the
forgot,
UVM did
but
that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I remember.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I don't regret it. Like the U of M was really great, and I met so many people. Like my first year I was part of Chimhong, and so that's where I met all my friends. And then, like when you meet those friends, they bring in their friends too, so you become friends with their friends. And it was just like really, really cool. And that's where I met Vatu, so no regrets.
Yeah.
That's cute. For me, I actually so I applied to a few schools too. I think originally, or my top choice was St. Cloud, just because there was a program that I wanted to do there, but then it was too far, and I don't think I was like mentally ready to just like be that far from my family. So I decided, okay, let's just go to the U. But the U was like not my choice at all. But then people kept like raving about it, and I think like my high school boyfriend was like, he was like, I want to go to the U, like, and I was like, why? It's so like typical, I feel like, but it's one of the best schools out there, I feel.
Did he go to the U? Your
No.
ex? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he wanted to go to the U, but I think he went to St. Cloud instead. But then I applied to the U, and then I actually got in U of M Twin Cities, and then so I was like, okay, I'll just go there. And then I actually attended like the first week, and I think I hated it just because I think it was so big and everything was just so overwhelming. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna drop out. So I actually dropped out. A lot of people don't know this, but yeah, so I stopped going to school that year, and I was like, okay, that's okay. I can go to like Century the next semester just to kind of start on general, and that should be okay too, because I didn't know what I wanted to go in at that time. So I went to Century just to do like general classes there, and my cousin, she went to the U, so I was like, okay, like since I know her, like maybe I should give the U another try. So after going to Century like a year and a half or so, I transferred to the U, and I went there for like a year, and then I actually stopped going to school after that year, and then I took like 2 years off, and then I was like, okay, like I'm getting old, I need to get my shit together. And so I was like, let's just go to Metro State, because I'm not trying to spend like a lot of time on campus. So I went to Metro, and I actually liked it. I feel like I liked it more than the U, just because it's smaller, and I feel like people just go in to get their classes done and then they get out. Like, I don't know, like I don't have that pressure of feeling like I have to like spend my whole day there.
To be involved.
Okay, so should we move on to the next question?
Yeah.
Is that mine now? My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did the
I'm going to dig deep for this now. Oh, funny question. Who is the messiest person you know? Oof.
Probably me. I'm the messiest person I know.
I always say my sisters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Throw them under the bus, Jessica?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're all messy, but I don't think I'm the messiest one. I think one of my sisters are.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know messy people, but I don't want to name names.
I know.
Let's just say like
I'm like thinking back in college. Like I know a couple messy people, but
yeah, like
I'm not gonna say it.
because like you like live in dorms with people and you visit other people in their dorms or like their apartments and stuff like that, and you kind of like okay, like.
Are you one of those people where like you go into their room and they're like, oh, don't mind my stuff, like, or don't mind my messy room, and then you're like, oh no, it's good, but then in your mind you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they a mess.
Like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for me, like the bathroom says a lot about a person.
Oh yeah.
Like if their bathroom's not clean, I just kind of like cringe. And, like, then you wonder like what else they don't clean.
Because the bathroom is like has so much bacteria and so much. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so dirty in general.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for it to be dirty, like visually, that like says a lot.
Yeah. So those, from my experience, are the messiest people I know.
So clean your bathroom.
Gotta go check on mine.
No, you're good.
Like yeah, I can relate to that though because I feel like I always have to keep the bathrooms clean every time. Like every time I use it or like before people come over, I have to make sure I clean.
Yeah, but I feel like that's how we were raised, though.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
that's how I was raised. Like
Yeah.
before, pero no, I'm like, even if we had cousins coming over to sleep for the weekend, my mom would be like, "Hey, make sure you guys clean the bathrooms before they come, just so like it looks nice and they're not they don't feel dirty by it."
Yeah.
And then even after they go, like sometimes we clean it too.
Yeah. Same. And I think
That's how we were
it's
raised.
not just the bathroom, it's like the public space. It's like the
Yeah.
kitchen, the
Uh-huh.
living room. I feel like it really tells someone a lot about your lifestyle or your living,
Yeah.
how you
Mhm.
live. And so if I walk into a house and it's like I see lots of dirty dishes at me, or I don't know, socks on the floor, or I don't know if it's just a little mess. I'm like, oh. But I'm not gonna say like, oh, you need to clean up your house, girl or boy. But
Right.
like, I'll take a mental note. And be like, huh,
Yeah.
I know a little more about you now.
Exactly.
That's funny because that reminds me of a story my dad used to tell us where he and one of his friends they went to Mutalongo, Lamushai and then they sat on the couch, and then when they sat, like a bone, like a chicken bone, like just jumped
Ooh.
out of the couch, and then they're like,
Gross.
okay,
Oh my god.
yeah,
Your dad didn't marry her.
no,
Oh god. Oh my gosh. That is true though, because I remember when I was living at home, and then before, like, Tika would come visit me because I couldn't really go visit him because my parents were strict, and she'd always be like, "Okay, make sure you vacuum the house. You don't want him to come and see you live in a dirty house." And then I'll like quickly vacuum the house, make sure the house is like nice and neat before TK arrived.
oh, that's cute.
And I think there was one time when TK arrived and I was still vacuuming. I'm like, oh shit.
It's okay. Go on.
That's right. Wifey material.
just in time.
That's funny. I feel like if your mom or dad sees you clean, they're probably like, "Oh, tequila, yeah."
Okay.
That's funny. Okay, Jessica.
I'll dig deep too for this one. Ooh. Morning sex or night sex?
Interesting, kinky question.
I say night, just because in the morning I'd probably be too tired to be active.
Slow to be active.
Yeah.
Whereas the guys are like, ready.
Yeah. No, but I feel like since I shower at night, I would feel more clean to just, do the deed. To do the
get the
act.
deed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I think I'm a night sex
Yeah.
night person
Uh-huh.
instead of a morning, just because I think, I'm already not a morning person, so if, I do not have time to give you X amount of time to do the sex.
Yeah.
Because at night, like, we can do it however
long.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I also agree, like, I like the being clean feeling when we do it.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah.
into like the sweaty, dirty
Yeah.
sex.
Mhm.
But and I also don't like morning breath
Oh yeah.
for sex.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be kissing you with
You get out of my face.
stinky breath. Yeah. So I am more of a night
Mm-hmm.
sex person.
Yeah, me too. Like I prefer the clean body and like something about like you could taste the salt on the person, like they're right.
Yes.
So like just having a clean body and like a fresh like slate to like you do your thing. Like,
No, that's so
that's
true.
more attractive.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like I don't want to taste. Yeah, I don't want to say like I don't want to taste how your day was, how your sleep was.
Yeah.
You know?
And to me, like at night just kind of sets the mood more. Because I don't know, I prefer like it being darker. I think it's, I don't know, more exciting. That's just
That's
me.
true.
Can't see me.
I know.
Right. Right. Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. This one says, is marriage what you gals thought it would be, or is it completely different from what you expected it to be? I'm going to say it's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Even growing up, you know, they'll tell you what it's like to be married from like my mom or aunties, their experience, but at the same time, it's a different time now.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's a little different. What I thought it would be, I thought it would be fun. No,
Isn't it?
No, I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than it was because you know there's a lot of stories about
Mm-hmm.
Hmong who are like really struggling to find their place in the family.
Yeah.
And like thankfully I didn't have that struggle, or if I did, it wasn't as extreme
Mhm.
as some other women who might have had a different experience. What was the second part? Or is it completely different from what you expect it to be? Yeah, I think that's it.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
I would say that I don't think it surprised me that much, or I guess I kind of knew what was coming, and it was expected just because growing up you were always told to just like, oh, this is how it's gonna be and this is what you're gonna do. But I think what really like surprised me was just that I was expecting that let's say my mother-in-law would be like this, I don't know, like mean lady who wants things done a certain way, you know.
Yeah,
but
because you
then
hear those stories about,
Yeah.
about the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law like do
Mhm.
not get along with their
Yeah.
butt heads.
yeah, but yeah, it's actually, I mean, I guess for me it's actually not like that. Like my mother-in-law is she's pretty laid back, she's pretty cool, she doesn't really care what you do, and she's very understanding too, so that's what surprised me
Mm-hmm.
about marriage life. But I mean, it could be different for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when I first got married, or even like before marriage, I was really nervous. Like, you know, I don't know how to like kill chicken. Like, I don't know how to do like X, Y, and Z. Like, what am I gonna cook for them to eat? Because I'm not a great cook. I wouldn't consider myself a good cook. And so like I was really nervous about all of that, and it gave me a lot of anxiety. But then actually like being married and being in that role, my expectations, I think I had too high of an expectation for like, wait, let me say this again. Like I was expecting that role to have that role, but then actually getting married, I didn't really assume that role. Like when you cook enough for everyone to eat, but like my mother-in-law is kind of different too, where
Mhm.
like if she wants to eat something, she'll cook it for herself. And like I didn't feel like I had to meet her expectations
Mm-hmm.
after I got married, because she she can do certain things herself if she wants to. So like that put me at ease a little bit. But marriage has been really nice. I think I really value the time that I have with Va and how our relationship is going. So like I don't really have any complaints.
Yeah. I think one thing I was like worried about is like, what if like TK and I fall out of love with each other in marriage?
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
a very valid.
it's like for me, I was like, I'm gonna marry someone and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with them. You know, and so like I think that was like a fear. I was like, what if like we just don't feel the same way for each other anymore? And so like,
Yeah.
But thankfully we are not like that. I think we're still in love with each other. Still with butterflies and
that's
now
cute.
it's like I can't imagine life without him.
Yeah.
So.
I know that's how I felt too. Like going in, like when we first got married, it occurred to me like forever, like we are tied together forever. Like when you get married to someone, you want to marry them forever, to be with them forever. And so like before marriage, you know, like forever was just like cool, like forever. But then when we got married and I thought about forever, like dang, like forever, like for real. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's you now. Go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll go with this big one. Okay. Thanks to Hmong beliefs, I have a neurological autoimmune disorder. My initial problems were neglected, but hey, thanks to spiritual remedies. I'm sure that'll cure my chronic disorder that currently has no ethical cure. My question is, how do we convince Hmong OGs to take Western medicine when they're so selfish and ignorant when it comes to their own health? This is a tricky question, and I don't know if we are the best ones to answer the question, but I guess I'll give my take on it. It's hard to call them selfish and ignorant when it comes to their own health, because I don't think they are. I think that they grew up taking Eastern medicine, like herbal medicine, things that they were brought up using, what their parents taught them, because we have only immigrated to the US not so long ago. Like Western medicine is still very new in the Hmong culture, that like people still resort to like Eastern medicine to use just because they know it, they trust it, it has worked before. And I don't know, to me it's I don't feel that they're being selfish. I think
maybe like more close-minded about Western medicine, because I see where you're coming from, because I think the Hmong OGs probably only use those herbal medicines or spiritual medicine because that's what was available to them at that time. You know, like maybe they lived in the mountains, like they couldn't afford to go see a doctor, so they don't know about this Western medicine. And so I can see why here nowadays it's like, well, what is this pill that I'm supposed to take? You know, like it's supposed to cure all. And so I can see that's why they are a little more hesitant to accept Western medicine. But I think you can always go about it as like just having conversations with them, letting them know that, hey, like there have been studies done to prove that this is helpful, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like they're just giving you a random pill and then you'll have to pay like lots of money for it. So I think just be starting to have those conversations with OGs so they understand it could maybe possibly open up their mind a little so they're not so close-minded. Because I know like even my grandpa was he's like not a big believer of Western medicine. Like he doesn't like going to the hospital. He believes that when they take his blood, they're going to take it and sell it on the black market. Like that's why he hates getting shots. He hates just getting his blood drawn in general. And he like doesn't want to go to the doctor. You know, it's like, why would I need to go to this white, like my grandpa, he's like old. So he can be a little racist sometimes. I do apologize. It's like, why would I need to go to this, like white doctor to prescribe me stuff? Like, why do they need to give me so many shots? All this. And like my parents have been really good about like informing my grandpa and my grandma when she was still with us, like they are doing this because they are professional. Like they are not just randomly doing tests on you without your knowledge. And so I think my grandpa has definitely come a long ways because he just got his first shot of the vaccine, the COVID vaccine. Yeah. And I think I remember I was talking to my mom about it. She's like, yeah, I was trying so hard to convince grandpa to get it. And he said, no, he's not going to get it. And then I think someone talked to him and he's like, yeah, I'm going to go get that shot. So like, it's possible, like you just got to talk to them and really let them know that, hey, Western medicine is not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, I think just the Hmong community in general, I feel like there's that mindset where if we're older, then we're never wrong, or like we know more than the younger ones. So I think that's why a lot, like I see Gao's point, but I think because of that mindset too, that's why like the elders are more stern about like not wanting to take like Western medicine. But I feel like if they just have if they're just educated on like the Western medicine and just having that trust with whoever's doing the educating, then like hopefully that'll work. But I think it's because of that mindset that's like ingrained in them too. That's why it's kind of hard to kind of relay that message or like bridge that gap. Yeah.
I feel like this question can go in the opposite direction too. Like for us, like we grew up here in the United States with Western medicine. But right when your parents or your grandma gives you like this herbal medicine and they say, oh yeah, it's going to help you.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
You're kind of like,
you want me to take these leaves?
Yeah.
These sticks? Okay.
And it's supposed to like help you recover and all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's so true though.
Yeah.
And to me, I find more skepticism in that than Western medicine.
Yeah.
But then I think what you're trying to do, how you're trying to educate them, they're trying to educate you too with the Eastern medicine.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There's like not a lot of research done with Eastern herbal medicine. And you don't really know.
That's what I was going to say. It's like there's not a lot of research to back up those claims of what the benefits of those herbal medicine.
Yeah. And like, a lot of times the Hmong OGs, they put their medicine or their herbs in like, they upcycle the old pill bottles and they'll just stick it in. And so like, you don't even know like
what is what.
Yeah.
That's true. Because I think I remember going to Hmong village or Hmong town. Like, why do they have the exact same thing
right
everywhere?
Right. And then you ask an OG and they're like, oh, this is this. It's good for this. Oh, this is not the same thing as that. This is for something else,
It's weird. My mother-in-law recently gave me these pills that's supposed to help with snoring because she asked me if like Vasil snores, and she's like, oh, if he does, then here, take this, give him this medicine to take. And I was like, oh, and it was stinky medicine too. Like she had it in she upcycled one of her prescription medicine bottles. And so like on the medication bottle, it said it was for like high blood pressure and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
So like, like she put it in there and then she put it in another bag. So this is Jua. But when she gave it to me, she just like here, take it. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this like super stinky medicine that's in this bottle that's not supposed to be for this medicine?
Right.
And so like, that kind of like makes you question like, what is this really supposed to help with, and will it really even help? And she's like, yeah, it does. Like, just take it. Like, don't question me.
Where's your evidence?
I know.
How are you gonna back this up? Where is this? Where is the study? Who did you use? Who are your I don't know, study subjects?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all like anecdotal.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Anecdotal like quotes. It's like, oh, it worked for this person and this person and this person. So it's gonna work for you too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
But everyone responds differently though.
Exactly.
Name one thing you love about your significant other.
I feel like we answered this question
Yeah.
in the previous podcast, right?
Yeah,
five
we
love
did.
languages?
Yeah.
But we could say it again. Or should we not?
We can still say something.
Yeah.
Something real quick.
Mhm.
I would say, I don't know. I feel like I'm always so crazy, and I don't know. Maybe I'm like out of line sometimes, and teacher's probably like tired of it, but he like still keeps up with me and Oshende. But he does his best to just kind of keep up with like my craziness, my spontaneous actions. I don't know, but I appreciate him for doing that and not just like lashing out on me if I was to like fall out of line or something. Yeah.
For me, I really love Va's patience and how he just takes all my energy and just accepts it, you know?
Mhm.
Like, well, if it's just me and him, then I can get pretty crazy with him. Like, not like kinky, but like,
Okay.
but like, I'm very expressive to him. And so like, I love to like hug him, to cuddle him and stuff like that. And so
Aw.
sometimes like, I tell him like, hey, or I ask him like, hey, I'm being too much, right? He's like, yeah, but like, he just takes it, you know?
Aw.
Yeah, that reminds me. Earlier today, we were in the car, and then I asked teacher, like, "Do you feel like I love you too much?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Good answer."
Correct response.
Yeah. He's like, "Nope, not enough." And I was like, "Okay, you can sleep with me tonight."
Show you some love.
Yeah.
For me, I think there's a lot of stuff I could name, but similar to the ones that I already said in our previous episode. Like I love how it's like the small things, takes the trash out and recycling without me telling him to, giving me water in the middle of the night, and then just this is just pretty recent. Like I would take like a lot of hot showers, and like I think I told you guys like I don't. Not that I don't like showering with him. Like I just like my alone time in the shower because I don't have to share the water. So I always shower first, and he'll shower after me.
Aw, he has to shower in the cold water.
Yeah. And then he knows that I use up all the hot water, but he still goes and shower. And he's like, "Why do you always use all the hot water?" Like he gets upset, but then he like gets over it really quick, and then he'll like still be nice to me and cuddle me. Like I know that he's upset about it, but he doesn't hold a grudge, you know. Because I know I would be upset. I'd probably hold a grudge too if he used all the hot
I'd be
water.
like, next time I'm going first.
Yeah, exactly. But like he's still so sweet. Like he'll still let me shower first. So I really appreciate that.
That's
That's nice.
sweet.
Yeah, I feel like I asked back, I'm going to shower first, okay? Because like I have to let my hair dry and everything. If I
Mhm.
shower after him, then I have to wait longer to dry my hair.
Mhm. Yeah, those hair nights.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, I think
Is
it's
it
your
my
turn.
There you go.
Okay.
We still have so many questions to get through.
I know. I think we're getting close to our time limit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this question is, how did you meet your husband? Have we talked about
I feel like we
this?
talked about this.
Okay, we can still talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tihei and I, we both went to middle school together.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember saying that he was a year older, so he was an 8th grader. I was a Sevi. 7th grader. Did y'all say that too?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, so I was a year younger than him, and I remember my first impression of him because he was so popular.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what was he popular for?
Because he just looked so cute.
Oh.
I think he was a breakdancer too, and so they were
Okay.
always, the cool guys.
Mm.
And I remember one of my friends actually thought he was really cute, and I was like, "Who is this TK?" And then like we're getting in line in lunch. I remember this, and then he was in the front, like he was already getting his food, and so my friend goes, "Oh, that's him over there." I was like, "Which one?" And then I looked and I saw him, and I was like, "Oh, he's so ugly." Because he was like pale. You know, he had like spiky hair because that was in. So his hair was
Uh-huh.
spiky, and then like they would wear the baggy pants and they put rubber bands under.
Oh, yeah.
He did that?
Yes, he did. Because he's a big boy.
Oh, right.
But I remember seeing that. I was like, oh my gosh, he is so ugly. Why do girls like him? And so that was just my first impression. And then I don't think I ever talked to him in middle school. I don't even think he knew me.
That's rude.
I don't know. He was just too cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we reconnected again in my junior year of high school, on Facebook. I don't know how we became friends, but we were friends. And then it was one of those, like my status chain. You guys remember those? And then they'll have like a bunch of questions. You'd be like, ooh, you would just kind of rate them like, where would you go on the first date? I was like, oh, if you and I want to date, we'll go here. Or like, what do you like about this person or this person? And then you just like answer those questions.
Wait, so you randomly did this on his status?
Oh, no. Like I posted that. I was like, if anyone wants me to like, not rate you, but like do this questionnaire with you.
Oh,
Is it like
see.
a like my status for
yeah.
to be honest or something?
Yeah,
like that.
But it wasn't to be honest, it was like a chain.
Okay.
It's a chain.
Mhm.
And so like he liked it and then I answered it for him. And then he like personally DM me. He DM me, personally messaged me.
Slid into your DM.
Yeah, he was so slick. And so that's how we started talking. And here we are.
Aw, that's cute. Well, Va and I met in our last semester of college in our Asian American Studies class. And I remember just walking into that class and I
remember this.
I know.
Such a creeper.
Yeah. It was so weird because like you know, when you a first day of class, you go in, you kind of like observe where you're gonna sit. And so there's this spot open next to one of my good friend from middle school. Her sister was also taking the class. So I sat next to her and then Va sat right across like a table for me. Like he would be right there and he just waved because supposedly he waved to everyone. And so I was like, okay, I'll just wave back.
Did you see him wave to anybody else after that?
No. Like,
Liar.
so it was weird. So I just, okay, let's just be friendly and wave back. Like, hi. Like, I don't know you, but I'll just be nice,
I
right?
can't imagine Bob's face.
Yeah. And so I think like after that, something clicked in his head, like she's going to be mine one day. And like the pursuit just happened after that towards the end of the semester. Things picked up more after the HMSA's action that I was a part of. And then my birthday happened after that. And that's when he asked me to go get coffee or tea. Yeah. And then after that, we just connected really well. And then here we are.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird. He kind of felt like a creeper. And my first impression of him was like, he's so Bobby. Like, so,
That's funny.
He is.
yeah. He had a different style back then. His style has changed.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
fine.
Okay. Well, for Tujer and I met him at the HMSA dance fundraiser. I was an auctionee for their auction. So Tujer was the highest bidder of the night for me. So we had our dance together. And
Did you know him?
No, I didn't know him. I was like, who?
He knew you.
Yeah, he knew me, but I didn't know him. And I was like, who's this rando like trying to bid for me? Who you think you is? But then it's funny though, because I had friends. They were like, oh, make sure you have a backup and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have like a couple of my friends come and be my backup. And then they were like going back and forth, and then like Tujer was like $50, and I was like, what the heck? Because it jumped from like I think like $30 to like $50. And so I was like, okay, that's it, no more. Like, I hope my friend like doesn't like try to bid higher for me, you know, because I was gonna pay for it like in the end. So I was like, okay, that's it. Like, don't bid anymore. And so like I ended up like or Tujer ended up being the highest bidder, and then we just had our first dance, and it was weird because Tujer wanted to look me in the eye, and I was like,
It's my first time.
yeah,
right?
I was like,
meeting
He's seen you before.
yeah, he has. And so he was like, yeah. He kept wanting to like look at me in the eye, and I was like, dude, like I don't know you. I don't feel comfortable looking at you in the eye, so I'm just gonna like,
You friends know him? Just
yeah,
over here.
yeah. Like I looked past his head. So, but then like after that, we went out for like a date, just I guess to finish it off or something. And so, but then like I didn't feel anything for him. So I just went MIA and I left him at that. Dude, I was so mean to him. I went back through our Facebook messages back then, and I was such a bitch to him. I was so mean. But then like a year and a half later, we reconnected, and I was like, he asked me to go on dinner. I mean, like he asked me to go like on a date, but then I think it was like towards my pageant year. So I was like, let's wait until after Hmong New Year. And so he was like, okay. And then I thought that was just gonna like, I got rid of him by saying that. But then he actually came back. And like after Hmong New Year, he was like, okay, so like, can we go on the date now? So I was like, okay, like you're pretty good looking too. So let's go. And so we went.
Did you tell that to him?
No, I was thinking that
like,
to
whoa.
myself. So we went, but then like same thing. Like I didn't feel anything for him. But then like after getting to know him more, then and then yeah, now we're here. So I have to be nice to him. I mean, just kidding. Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're nearing our time. Should we do one more question, or
I think we should do one more.
question.
Oh, you want to do the last one?
Sure. Oh, this one, I feel like we answered already. Maybe not, but I'll just ask it. What inspired you ladies to create this podcast?
I think we did answer that in our
First couple of episodes.
Yeah.
previous episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do another question.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out our earlier episodes.
Episode 1 and episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
answer.
listen to the other ones too. What?
Is it the same one?
Yeah. What inspired you girls to start a podcast?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. One more time. What's this one? Okay. Where do you ladies shop for clothing and style of clothing? I guess what is your preference in style of clothing? I really shop anywhere and everywhere. I feel like I have such an awkward size that like it's hard to just say I'm gonna go shopping and buy clothes.
Yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
like I used to do that. That used to be a thing like way back. I mean, I guess it is still a thing, but it's not my thing anymore. Whenever I just go like window shopping, and if I try things on and I like it and it fits, then that's my sign to buy it, because I know like that kind of fit and that kind of style I may not come across again.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like, you know, I'm very short. I have wider like shoulders that like it's hard to find clothes that really fit or like feel nice. And so like to me, my mindset now is that if it fits and it looks good and it's affordable, then I'm buying it. But I prefer clothing that it's a little bit more stretchy and I don't know, more plain and simple. I'm not too like glam or what's the other word? Yeah, I'm not someone who follows fast fashion. Like
Oh yeah.
like a
crop top,
trendsetter.
yeah,
like
those
kind of-
trends.
I would say I'm like Gal. I'm more of the like plain and simple
Mm-hmm.
style too. Like I shop anywhere too, as long as I'm able to like find something nice, then I'll get it. Like sometimes it could be at Target, sometimes it could be like online. somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really have like a store that I go to buy my clothes. I just buy it anywhere, wherever I can find
Yeah.
any good clothes. Yeah.
I don't have a favorite store either. Like,
Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard.
to
Yeah.
have like a favorite store.
Yeah. I think for me, I like similar to you guys. Like I haven't bought clothes in a while, to be honest. I was like, I don't know, but I like love secondhand shopping, clothing,
Oh,
like
okay.
thrifting. That is maybe because I'm just a cheapskate. But like there are so much good stuff out there, you
There
know. And
is.
there's like such a big waste of clothes that people throw out every year, every season. And so I'm a big believer of secondhand shopping, secondhand clothing shopping. So a lot of like thrifting, Plato's Closet, even on like Poshmark and Vinted.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know that.
You
Yeah,
should teach us how to
Yeah.
thrift. We should
Yeah.
go thrifting
we
together.
should. And it's like so cheap and affordable, and you can find a lot of good stuff there.
Mhm.
And then I would just like donate my clothes back to a thrift store, so I just like recycles and then buy new clothes from there. So
Nice.
that's just me.
You know, it'd be fun if we went thrifting together and we like, you know, those videos where you choose outfits for each other.
Oh,
I've seen a
yeah.
couple
Yeah.
of those. We should do that.
Yeah,
that'd
I
be
think
fun.
That
That'd
would
be
be
fun
fun.
and good content too.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of Stitch Fix? I think.
They'll
Yeah.
style you.
Yeah. Have you guys tried it, or do you guys plan to try it? Because I feel like they're kind of like the same concept too, where they kind of like recycle clothes. I don't know.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
I just know that they like pick out your outfit.
Oh, really?
Like monthly?
Maybe
or-
I'm thinking of
Yeah,
something
like
else.
a monthly subscription.
Okay.
Almost.
I'm probably thinking of something else then. I don't know, but I want to try that too.
Oh, okay. I was like, the real? But I don't think that's it. Is it the real? It's like where you buy designer clothes, but they're secondhand.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
that's.
I've not
I
heard
don't
of that.
know.
Okay.
But I think I've heard of that. But I just don't know. I don't remember what it's called.
Mm.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try Stitch Fix, but I've clicked through it multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. But I've never really pressed like accept or really deliver it to me.
Yeah.
Because I think it can be kind of pricey too.
Oh yeah.
Did you do the questionnaire?
Yeah.
I do that too. I do that for like, I haven't done the Stitch Fit, but I've done the like Function of Beauty.
Oh
For your
yeah.
hair product. Like I've
Uh-huh.
done that. I've done like other subscriptions to, I think they have like a lingerie one you can do. They have like makeup
Oh.
and like the shoes, like the Just Fab and Shoe Dazzle
Mhm.
and Fabletics. Like, you know, like you take this little survey and then they'll like,
Choose.
choose what is your style for you.
Yeah.
But I've never like submitted it.
Yeah. And plus those most of the time you have to subscribe, like
Mhm.
pay for their services
Mhm.
like that on a monthly basis.
Mhm.
And to me that's just an expense I don't want to
That's true.
pay
Yeah.
for right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I also want to add to that. Like I don't like clothes that are like that has like I don't know like a picture on it. Just because like if I wear this today, if I wear that again next week or so, like people are gonna be like, "Why are you wearing the same clothes?" You know. But I mean, like there's a laundry machine.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I just try to stay away from those and then try to stick with more like plain clothes just because I feel like if I was to wear it again, like no one is gonna like question like, did you wash that? Like, did you just wear that like last week? You know?
Mhm. And I feel like plain clothes are just way easier to style and they're just, like, so much
Mhm.
more time. Is it timeless? Or,
Yeah.
like those time capsule wardrobes, you know,
Mhm.
where like if you do have like a design, not that you can't have them, but like a print on there is like that probably will go out of fashion eventually. And you'll
Yeah.
have to like upgrade your wardrobe. Where if you just
Yeah.
have plain t-shirt, you can wear that year round for many
Exactly.
years.
They're just like essentials to have in a
Mhm.
closet.
Mhm.
Yeah. But from what you were saying, like that's how I feel about dresses.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I feel
yeah,
like
I
I
think
can't.
clothes go with dresses too.
Yeah, I can't go to an event wearing the same dress again and again.
Mhm.
Like I feel like if I go to this event and the next event, I have to wear a different dress.
Yeah.
I'm the same, but I don't know why I'm like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the photos. I don't want
Yeah.
to look like I'm wearing the same outfit twice. I don't know. It's so stupid.
I know it
And
is.
dresses can be so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot in like the pageant world too, just because I know a lot of like pageant or ladies that ran for the pageant where they're like, oh, oh, like I already wore this last time. I need a new dress. So like every event that they attend, like they would always buy a new dress for it. And I'm like, okay,
That's
I can't
expensive.
keep
I know.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pageant dresses, when you guys go to events, like they're like glam.
Heck yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Clothes can be expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I try to buy like cheaper clothing. I hate buying like expensive clothing. Even like American Eagle, you know,
Oh,
sometimes they
yeah.
have their deal on the jeans, like buy one get one 50% off. I'm still like, dang, that's like $60 for 2 jeans.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. That's expensive to me.
That's why I'm just a legging person over here. 'Cause they're cheaper, they're way more comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I could get a good deal, then I'll buy it. But if it's not on sale, then I probably won't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I think we are coming to an end. I think that's it. That's all we
Yeah.
have for season 1. We are
Mhm.
so
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
crazy.
it.
Now that you said
Yeah.
that again.
Like, it's so crazy. It still feels so surreal to me
Mhm.
that we made it this far. I feel like it wasn't even that long ago when we talked about, hey, let's make
Yeah.
a podcast. Let's
Mhm.
like, you know, all like the planning and prepping that we did behind the scenes before we even officially launch.
Yeah.
It didn't feel that long ago.
Yeah, it
Like,
didn't.
Half a year ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we started talking about it in August of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been half a year
It's crazy.
and we made it this far.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much again for whoever or everyone that submitted questions for us for this episode. We are really grateful that you guys actually submitted questions. We were going to make our husbands submit questions for us if there was no submissions, but thank you so much. And hopefully you guys liked our video recording in our set that we have here.
Yeah. And thanks for all your support so far.
Mhm.
All the views that we've gotten. It's been incredible just to see our little podcast grow in number in terms of followers and views.
Mhm.
And so we're just hoping that it continues that way. And yeah, just stay tuned. Don't forget about us because we'll be back for season 2 sooner than later.
Yes.
Yes.
So keep an ear out or an eye out.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I think we are planning to release some vlogs in between our little break, just
Yeah.
to keep you guys updated on what we're doing.
Mhm.
We have a lot of plans for season 2. We're really excited. We're
Mhm.
in the process of getting some guests on our
Yes.
Yeah.
show.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. So,
I think that's it.
yeah. So, thank you all so much for listening and watching.
We'll see you in season 2.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to follow us on all of our platforms.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.